Brett Mack with $2 says, Aaron, I think you're okay. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Very, very awesome. Turtle with $2 says, you can headbutt me, Aaron. Toes understand, goofball. See, jokes like that, Turtle's cool. Turtle's awesome. That's great. Anyone who comes in here with their vitriol and their negativity and their horseshit and lying. Doorman says, listening to the stuff about the kids might be best to ditch the internet goons and go back to the wacky news finds. You'll always have the core here that supports you. By the way, this is the gas money I no longer need this week. Go Towboys. $10 from Kyle Brothlowski. He says, loving the egg chair, Johnny, Heil, Aaron, Johnny, and the side piece. Thank you for bringing back the band hammer. I love it. Remember to use your play points. They're free. Oh, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, Mr. Broflovsky. So yeah, we're gonna bring back the band hammer. We're gonna cut people loose. We're gonna make this a show for people who love the show. Somebody wrote to me today, and they go, "Oh yeah, so it's all well and good when it's Rekieta, blah blah blah, this and that." It's like I said Friday. I'm done with that shit. It's too much. It's repetitive. People can't stand it. Yeah, it brought us an audience boost. But the reason I was talking about it was for two reasons, a healthy reason and an unhealthy reason. One, it was news that was part of my life, and I found it really interesting that something that was such big news was also something I lived through. That was incredible to me, and I liked talking about it. But two was a much uglier reason. The ugly reason is this, and I feel a little bad for it. I'm angry. Like I said, I'm angry and I'm sad that I lost my future. I lost my life. I lost the person that I don't think people understand this, that I spent all day with. There's people who are married and they go to work and they see each other at like 7 a.m. Then they don't see each other again till 6 p.m. They have dinner, they watch a little TV, they go to bed, they get up, they do it again. Her and I did everything together. Everything. Work.
She held my hand while I pooped.
Work, chores, fun, events, things like that. That's a hard thing to replace. That's a hard thing to just move on from. And I was sad that we lost it, but I was also angry that in my mind it got taken away. Even though I fully agreed to be a part of the thing that caused it to fall apart, it still happened, and it still made me very, very sad. But it also made me angry at the same time, and I lashed out. And even though the things I said were true, I realized it wasn't making me feel any better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, maybe if I'm angry at them enough, maybe if they pay enough, maybe if the price they pay is heavy enough. And one thing I got to admit, they are paying a heavy price, and they're not done paying a heavy price. So, but that's for them. That's their journey. And I've been a little too aggressive in that regard. Just because I wanted revenge. I wanted vengeance, I wanted to, but I also realized that I'm not getting any better when I do that. And any improvements I'm making, I'm sabotaging when I go back to that place and I talk about it, and I'm boring my audience sometimes when I talk about it. So it's just, it's one of those things you live, you learn, you move on. And I appreciate everyone who's been there for me while I work on this shit. I really appreciate it. And I'm doing better. There's good days, there's bad days, but I'm really feeling good. And I've given, Johnny, too many people too much access, I think. And I think shoring it up now is a good idea. Thank you to Adam.
Oh, sure. Well, finally, when I come calling, the back door is closed now. That's great.
Adam Simon gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, buddy. That puts us at 180. JB Gunner with 199 says, good decision to finally start blocking trolls. Yeah, mods, go at it. Be heavy-handed. If you think you get banned unfairly, you can write me personally. I probably won't get back to you for a few days because I'm not sitting by my phone doing that shit anymore. We're going to do an awesome show. Ozone becoming a member for 1 month says, why are all the chat messages disappearing? If they're saying slanderous things that aren't true about me, we're going to get rid of them because they're not fans of ours. We're going to say, you know what we're going to do? Save the chat for fans of ours, new and old. We're going to save it for fans. They're going to be prioritized. And again, people who are disingenuous, people who are lying, and people who have run April off the internet and abused her emotionally, and people who are trying to abuse me emotionally, they're not going to do it. They can do it somewhere else. They can go to their little cry corner. Isn't there one guy who does a group therapy session for all you people for 5, 6, 7 hours a day? Go there and be unhealthy. Well, you should be happy there. Don't make me the key to your happiness, because I don't give a shit about you. I'll cut you loose. Thank you very much, Adam. He says onward and upward and throws in $30. Thank you very much. Oh my God, what are all the haters who think I'm the most terrible guy in the world going to do when we not only ban them, but we knock out our goal and maybe knock out yesterday's goal at the same time? Oh my God.
Check the Rumble.
Lab Glass with $20 says down payment for the couch. Thank you, buddy. Bronson Maverick says, do you want to explain your math on Super Chats? Yeah, I have to, on the fly, do the 30% math that YouTube takes, or the 20% that Rumble takes. So like that $20 on Rumble. You know, the other thing, you're not going to find a show more honest than this. You're not going to find Patrick Melton being honest with himself and his audience about who he is. You're not going to find John being honest and vulnerable with his audience, because they're more up than I am. That's why they have to obsess over me. Fuck you, dude, with $5 says to get a new shirt at Goodwill because that tit polo is horrendous. I don't think I should have to tolerate that. I like this shirt, and I'm not letting you make me feel shitty about it. Benjamin with $1.99 over
His
on
body
YouTube.
will do that.
Sam Show says, don't talk shit about Aaron's 5 shirts. Mods killing it in the YouTube chat. I love you guys. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. They're already seething. They're like, this is so gay. I know you think it's gay because I'm not letting you have access to the man you love anymore. Oh, Ken with $30 says applause, handshake, and pat on the back. Good for you, Aaron. Healing always takes time. Be patient. Man, I'm improving. I'm getting there. One of the keys to improvement is keeping your eye on your own bobber. Now, the mistake I've made, one of the mistakes I've made in my recovery is watching other people, and we know who I'm talking about, is watching them. And, you know, at my meeting on Sunday, somebody mentioned this. They go, I spent so much time being angry that nobody ever told me they were sorry, that I forgot to live my life for a while. And I was like, holy shit, I'm kind of there. Like, I get stuck in that spot from time to time. So you just got to move on. And I think today's show is a big part of that. So thank you guys very much for your support. Let's see how the mods are doing in the YouTube chat. Seeing if we can, let's go in there. Pud says Gino would have answers to these questions, but he doesn't like Aaron anymore. That's not true. Gino's my buddy. They're saying Brian says easily $10K a month for that studio.